This episode's brought to you by Liz Clark Astrology. No nonsense, personalized, honest handwritten readings that aim to be as constructive and helpful as possible. A glimpse into your true self, maybe even one you forgot about. Go to www.lizclark.com. You can also find the link in our show notes below.
Oh, hey listeners, how's it going? I know, can't wait for season 2. Me either. But I got something to get you through. Here's a little sample of the newest segment that we're calling Book Interrupted Off the Shelf. Enjoy!
Parental guidance is recommended because this episode has mature topics and strong language. Here are some moments you can look forward to during this episode of Book Interrupted.
Here we go. Hello and welcome everyone to the Enneagram Quiz Show.
And you know what, Nat? Let's share with them some famous number 7s, shall we?
Now you're grounded and you can't go to that party. And my FOMO would really flare up.
I love
We're
it because
laughing at you.
Sarah doesn't think she's emotionally stable, but she is. She just, likes to feel her emotions.
Elders here tell young girls to take it once they get their period, like to take it regularly.
I have my period again every single time. I don't know.
I love
how
that you
this
coordinate your
works.
period with our
I know.
filming.
Well,
Mind, body, and soul. Information is the goal. Try to learn something new without being distracted.
Mind, body, and soul. Information is the goal. Trying to learn something new without being disrupted. Mind, body, and soul. Inspiration is the goal. And we're gonna talk it out on Book Interrupted.
Welcome to Book Interrupted, a book club for busy people to connect and one that celebrates life's interruptions.
Hold on to your bookmarks. Book Interrupted presents Off the Shelf.
All right. So yeah, it's fun. There's no real rules and Kara and I will be hosting it. And is there any questions before we start?
What is it?
We're playing a game.
yeah.
Okay. Like a quiz show or
Got it,
Perhaps.
girl.
Do I have to remember what all the numbers mean? I was just gonna be like, who's more likely to, I don't know, kiss a dog?
Kiss
Okay.
a dog.
Kiss a dog.
I don't know. I've been thinking about dogs lately.
Yeah, it's not going to be hard. It's going to be easy. There's no, you'll get the answer wrong or right. It doesn't really matter. This is all just fun content.
Oh, good. I'm like, because I didn't study. I meant to study, but I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
No. There's no prize. I can make you a prize and mail it to the winner it'll be a big bag of hot dogs.
I want to lose now.
Pork hot dogs.
To Senegal.
That's the prize.
Yeah, I was like, do not send them here.
Do not send them here. They won't even make it through customs.
Yeah, they're gonna make it. I'm sending them. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hello and welcome everyone to the Enneagram Quiz Show. I'm Nat Payback and Hannah. Go on, girl. Introduce yourself.
And I'm your lovely assistant, Hannah Tight. Thanks, Pat.
How are you, Hannah? Looking lovely as ever.
Oh, thanks, Nat, Pat. Now, don't forget our sponsors again.
Oh yeah. So So this show is brought to you by the lovely girls over at Book Interrupted. Don't forget to tune in on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Let's go ahead and get started, y'all, and play the Enneagram Quiz Show. Hannah, go ahead and introduce our players.
Of course. Well, Nat, we have with us today Sarah and Meredith, Lindsay, and
lay down.
Kimberly. I don't know. Is it Kim or
Kid will
KJ?
work.
Oh, Kim will work. Kim
All
will
right,
work.
go ahead.
Nat.
Who cares?
Okay,
Let's get started,
great.
shall we?
Let's.
All right. This first question goes out to Sarah and Meredith. Which one of these descriptions sounds like KJ? A, this type exemplifies the desire for wholeness, peace, and harmony in our world. Or B, this type exemplifies the desire for freedom and variety, and for exploring the many rich experiences life has to offer. Or C, neither. No one. Sarah, you go ahead and answer first.
I'm going to have to say A, Nat.
A.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say B.
Very
I think I
interesting answers from our contestants today, Nat. The answer is B. Type 7, the enthusiast. Here's a bit about type 7s. 7s want to try everything twice. Once they see what it's like, then the second time to see if they even liked it the first time. What's important to 7s is being free, having options, and creating more possibilities for their future. And you know what, Nat? Let's share with them some famous number 7s, shall we? Some famous number 7s are Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis, Benjamin Franklin, Joe Biden, Goldie Hawn, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Miley Cyrus, Fergie, Mick Jagger, and of course, Sir Elton John.
Ooh. KJ, sounds like you're in some good company there. Okay, next question. This one's for KJ and Lindsay. Which answer sounds most like Sarah? Sarah is A, easygoing and emotionally stable. Or Sarah Sarah is B, enthusiastic, extroverted, and outgoing. Or C, very aware of our own emotional state at all times. KJ, you answer first.
See?
Yeah, I'm gonna go C too.
Well,
What?
the answer
See?
is A. She's a type 9, the peacemaker. Here's a bit about 9s, folks. 9s are patient, steady, easygoing, and relaxed, comforting and content. And you know what? Let's share some famous number 9s with everyone, shall we? We've got Janet Jackson, Zoe Deschanel, Claude Monet, Abraham Lincoln, Carl Jung, Jeff Bridges, Morgan Freeman, Sophia Loren, and of course, Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is perfect.
I love
We're
it because
laughing at you.
Sarah doesn't think she's emotionally stable, but she is. She just, likes to feel her emotions.
I would agree, Meredith. What insightful contestants we have, Nat.
All right, moving on. Okay, wait, I lost my place.
We're in question number 3, Nat.
Thank you, Hannah. Keeping it tight as usual. Meredith, does this sound like Sarah or KJ? She holds back her own reactions and opinions, possibly out of fear of conflict. Does that sound like Sarah or KJ? Meredith?
Sarah.
We've got a correct answer, Nat. It
Good
is
job.
Sarah, the type 9. Let's see here. It says that KJ's description would actually sound more like this. She has a hard time saying no and often suffers from FOMO. That means fear of missing out, Nat.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Would you concur with this statement, KJ?
Yeah, I thought it was from being an only child, though, and getting grounded.
Well, you're dead wrong.
But I totally have that experience of missing out. But, I thought it was because I was like, oh, I go home alone. Or now you're grounded, you can't go to that party. And my FOMO would really flare up.
Well, it sounds like you have terrible parents. All right, this one goes out to KJ and Sarah. What do you think Hannah Tite is? Is she A, the individualist, or B, the peacekeeper? KJ, you answer first.
B.
It's a trick.
I was gonna say
I'm
it's
both.
I haven't answered. It's
Wait,
both.
Sarah.
Both.
Relax, Hannah.
Sorry.
Both.
It's a trap.
He's a 4 and a
happening?
9.
That's right. I don't know how she knows this.
How did she know, Nat? How? I am both. I'm pretty much tied as both a number 4 and a number 9, which, well, it makes life pretty interesting. Here's some famous type 4s. There's Virginia Woolf, Miles Davis, Johnny Depp, Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, Yusuf Islam, who's also known as Cat Stevens, and Annie Lennox.
Nice. Wow. I always knew you were kind of confusing, Hannah.
Thank you, Nat.
All right, question 5. This one's for Sarah. Sarah, what do you think I, Nat Payback, am? Am I A, the individualist, or B, the enthusiast? Go ahead, Sarah.
A, the individualist.
Very well done. The answer is A, the individualist. But her second highest score is the enthusiast.
Which is the same as our friend KJ.
It sure is, Nat.
Sure is. Sure is. Good to see you, KJ. Looking at you, girl. All right. Next question. Lindsay, which one of these descriptions sounds like Mare? This type exemplifies the human desire to be understood, to look beneath the surface of things, and to arrive at deeper insights about reality. Or B, this type exemplifies the desire to be ourselves, to be known for who we are, and to know the depths of our heart. Or C, neither. Neither of those sounds like anyone. Lindsay, go ahead.
Ooh, That's hard. I think she could be both, but
like
I'm going to
Matt.
go A. I'm going to go A for that one. But I think
Mm.
she could be the other one too.
These
Well,
contestants are on fire, Nat. Answer A does describe type 5s. Here's some more info about type 5s. They are focused, observant, curious, and very insightful. 5s are visionaries, playful, compassionate, but can get into conflict by being detached, extremely provocative, and uncompromising.
I'd like to see some of that provocativeness, Mare. Just a little. Oh, yes. Nice. All right. Sarah, does this sound like Lindsay? I am A, very aware of my emotional states at all time. B, have an unlimited imagination and enjoy the inner world of the mind. Or C, easygoing and emotionally stable. Sarah, go ahead.
I would have to say B.
My goodness, Nat. Another
closest.
correct answer. The answer is B. Did you guys know that Mare and Lindsay are both actually the same type, the investigator? However, one of them is a split 5-6, which means her first and second type score is only 1 point apart.
Wow, fascinating. KJ, guess which one is the split? Is it Mare or is it Lindsay?
Lindsay.
My goodness. Nat, we're going to have to send out hot dogs to everyone. It is Lindsay. She's the investigator as well as the loyalist. Some loyalist traits are reliable, hardworking, and organized. And by the way, here are some famous number 5s. Trent Reznor, Tom York, Jodie Foster, Agatha Christie, Stephen Hawking, Vincent van Gogh, Kurt Cobain, and Bill Gates.
Oh, couple of creative smarty pants. What's that sound like? Hey. All right. All right. We're getting close to the end of the game, and I've been not keeping score. So let's just power through.
Neither have I, Nat.
Yay. All right, Lindsay. Which description sounds most like Kara?
It's Hannah now.
Hannah Tatas. She goes deep on work. Reading. Okay, she goes deep on work. on reading or on her own thoughts. Sometimes stays up all night forgetting to take care of her own physical needs. Or B, she feels alone and creative and sometimes misunderstood, but also kind of proud of it. Lindsay, A or B?
I think that you're more like A, but when I read those things, it's going to be B. But I think you're more like A.
It's so true, Lindsay. It's so true. Although I do very much identify with the answers in number A, I am more of an answer B, a type 4, the individualist, just like Nat. It's my predominant type, but I'm also a split, just like Lindsay. So I am the individualist and the peacemaker like Sarah. So what do we think? Do we think that Sarah sounds like the peacemaker? Do Lindsay and Mare seem like the investigators?
What do you think, Rube?
Yeah.
Hard to know. Barely learned anything about Enneagram.
Hard to know.
Hard to say. Hard to say. Feel like nothing happened. Does anyone think that KJ sounds like the enthusiast? Which is what her Enneagram type is.
But again, Nat, it's so hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. I'm more confused than I was when the game started.
I know. Well, you know what? That wraps up our Enneagram quiz show.
Okay, well, for more information about Enneagrams, check out www.enneagraminstitute.com. Until next time, keep reading, everyone, and try not to get interrupted.
Yeah!
Hot dogs for everyone.
Hot dogs for everyone.
Everybody.
Oh, yeah, I should have done the Oprah. You get hot dog. You get hot dog.
You should have had hot dogs and thrown it at your
We had
camera.
hot
That'd
dogs.
be hilarious.
Man, okay, redo.
Start over.
This interruption is brought to you by Unpublished. Do you want to know more about the members in Book Interrupted? Go behind the scenes? Visit our website at www.bookinterrupted.com.
Book interrupted.
This interruption is brought to you by my family's annual Christmas card photo shoot. It's incredibly silly. There's costumes, there's hair, and it's really hard to nail the facial expression. I think that's the essence of these photos, but there's so much more to it. It's become a kind of tradition for our family, and it's fun because it spreads joy during a time of year that can be very stressful for many people, including me. Oh.
Book interrupted.
Ever wonder what we talk about before or after the show? Did you want updates on some of our challenges? Maybe insight into some deleted scenes? Here's your chance. Let's look behind the scenes.
I have my period again. Every single time. I don't know.
I love
how
that you
this
coordinate your
works.
period with our
I know.
filming.
Well, are
I
you
know.
that? Are you
Special.
that on? No, because that doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah,
I know
it
doesn't.
does kind of make sense because I'm like close to, I'm usually around the weekend when I have it, and it's always on a weekend, and I'm always every whatever week.
How long is your cycle?
4 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we do kind of meet every 4 weeks. Like sometimes
Maybe we
Yeah,
should
thanks.
shift it. Maybe we should shift
Like
it.
every
we
like
are
a week
shifting
or
it
two.
though. We are
Okay.
shifting it. Remember, because
yeah.
the 4% fix and stuff is shifted a little bit because we couldn't make the dates work. So there
And
you
how
go.
are you still taking those pills, Lindsay?
Oh, I am, but I haven't even emailed her yet. They're not working.
Is
And
it
are
absolutely
yours?
not working at all?
Like, I can't. I'm still in excruciating pain. Like,
Hey,
it's-
Lindsay, maybe your mindset's not
I'm
right.
it's
just
true.
joking. You're like,
I
I'll fucking
haven't
type
read
it.
the mindset.
I will
book
preach
yet.
you
so-
this year.
Do you have a beautiful period? Yeah.
Maybe it's your fault.
I tried the beautiful
period.
period brain thing. That didn't work either. But
I-
Leah, does
I'm-
yours? Like, have you been taking them? The
No,
pre-
I took a pause from. I did take them, and I had a very strange period. And I think I'm
What's
doing
strange how?
like
it was
wild,
green and sparkly.
like out of nowhere. Oh my god, like wild emotions and like a
Oh.
black blood period. Like I've never had. Like it was
Ooh.
black, and I was like, what is coming out
But
of me?
Leah and I had also just done a juice cleanse, and for the first time in my life, I also had like it was almost black
I know. I was like,
And
so
it's
there was
free.
too many
It's free.
contributing
That's all the
factors.
crappy stuff that gets you're getting out of you. It's good.
Yeah.
That's what we told ourselves.
That's what we told ourselves.
You
Yeah.
need- It's cleansing.
And then I'm just like doing too many changes at once, which I always do. I'm like, I up and like, well, I'm
Me
gonna
too.
take this out and do that, and I'm gonna be the healthiest version of myself all at once. And then I obviously my body, I just need to go slow and steady. So like if the bottle says take 2 pills a day, I have to take 1 pill a day, or maybe every other day. Like I just keep relearning that lesson.
Yeah.
Gotta keep
All or
on
nothing.
Well, let
keeping
us
on.
know when you do it more consistently.
Yeah, so I took it
ready.
out because I'm just taking too many new vitamins all over Bresso.
Mhm.
Yeah, well then you can't tell whether it's working because if you
Yeah,
you know,
so I
do
will.
everything.
I'm gonna try it again, just like when, yeah, everything settled. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
on a vitamin break. I've decided. I broke up with vitamins for a little while.
Mhm.
I did, but only because I keep forgetting.
Yeah, yeah,
That.
yeah.
Like
but
what-
I like to tell myself it's on purpose, and it's like, no, your body needs to go vitamin-less sometimes, Leah.
I get one of those containers that people who are on a lot of medications use. And then I do all the vitamins and put it in there so it's got a whole week for Dan and me. And I put it on top of the eggs in the fridge. So when you go to have breakfast, you have to see it or touch it. But then it gets empty. I don't always fill it up
know.
again. Although my kids like filling. They're like, we want to help. I'm like, hey, one of these, each of these.
Yeah.
Actually very helpful. It's just,
Yeah.
but I don't like them doing it on their own. Obviously, I wouldn't.
No, that's
No.
not rolling.
Because that'd be an interesting cocktail mix of surprises if the kids.
Well, it's mostly vitamin D.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just vitamin D, but
But one time Violet got her, they have fish oil vitamins, they're little kid ones, and they have strawberry oil in them, so they love them. Although they still smell like fish too. I don't know, fishy strawberry. They love it. And Violet figured out how to open the kid-proof thing,
Oh.
and she ate the rest of the bottle. And I was like, well, fish oil,
it's
but
just like the
don't do
worst
that.
diarrhea ever. Stinky.
know.
I switched to krill after reading Seeing Red. Guys, don't go to krill. Oh, I can't do it.
Is it too fishy?
They're pretty fishy.
It's so stinky, and it secretes, so it like all the other vitamins stick to it. It becomes one giant awful vitamin. I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
I don't
you have to
recommend
put it. You have to put it. You can't mix it with the other ones. You
I
just
know.
have
I'm
It's
like,
really good
I'll
for
just
you,
stick-
though.
I know. I'd rather just stick to the other, the
Yeah.
the omega that contains itself.
Yeah, it doesn't try to.
Not oiling all over.
I'm happy to report, guys, that I decided instead to hook up with my friend Julie, who is just so smart when it comes to this, and she specializes in hormones, and I've been working with her. So it's kind of similar to Kirsten's work, but she's like in the same city as me, and it's really easy to meet up. Anyways, just had the most phenomenal period ever. Like,
Oh.
honestly, so if you guys ever
Like
do
4
want-
days. Like
4
what she's-
days, I could use something more than a panty liner. Okay,
Oh,
which is
okay.
big for me.
Here's a scanty.
Oh yeah, it's like ridiculous. It's as if like
She's
I'm not even,
scanty in
I'm not
the
even
panty.
reading my own
A
blood.
scanty liner.
But the
Scanty in the
color,
panty.
I was like, I get it now. What Kirsten was like the color was
Ah.
it sounds gross. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
You have a
That's what I'm
beautiful
going to say
period.
next time I go to get my nails painted. Can I have beautiful period red?
You
You have that
don't
color
have that one?
menstruation marvel?
You don't
Oh,
have
do you not know what it looks
pink
like?
pink?
Here's some pictures.
I don't understand.
Actually, I'm on my
Here's
period
some
right now. Let me just
pictures.
get this tampon
Yeah.
for you.
That's beautiful.
So if you guys do ever want like
picture
for
now.
contact details, if you ever feel like I just want someone who's really local or whatever, I can't recommend her enough. And she does like the neurofeedback too, so you can see what parts of your brain are overfiring and underfiring, and then she gives
Oh.
you like appropriate meditation exercises and movement exercises and breathing exercises that are tailored to activating the parts of your brain that don't work and calming the parts that overwork, and that all ties in with hormones. It's so good.
I was just saying, you're like speaking my language. Like, oh my gosh, I can hyperanalyze myself even more. What parts of the brain are my firing? Like, I don't care. Well, I do, but not as much about the period. I seem to be okay right now with the things I'm doing. Like the moringa. The moringa I started adding to our I add it to our coffee now. It's moringa.
What's moringa?
It's like a green. I thought it was probably like, you know how she said spirulina? Moringa is something that's here and it's crazy high in iron. Like elders here tell young girls to take it once they get their period, like to take it regularly. And then when I researched it, it's very high in iron and stuff. So I was like, I wonder if it'll do the same thing, like the cooling effect she was talking about and helping produce blood and stuff. So I just started adding it to Mia Mamadou's coffees, because at first I was trying to do smoothies or trying to drink it straight, but it's already kind of bitter like coffee is. So I just kind of put a little bit in it for both of us. And then my periods have been pretty good. Like I haven't, so.
Great.
But when Kara said what she said, it just makes me, I wonder what parts of the brain my fire off when I am doing whatever. Anyway.
Oh God. Yeah, it's so cool.
I love analyzing myself. The archetype.
It's just fascinating information because we're so quick to criticize ourselves and judge ourselves based on our behaviors and what we're doing and not doing. And it was interesting to find a biological representation that maybe I don't need to have such a harsh inner monologue, that maybe there are some things that I can use the world and nature and plants to help me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Book Interrupted. If you'd like to see the video highlights from this episode, please go to our YouTube channel, Book Interrupted. You can also find our videos on www.bookinterrupted.com. We've picked our books and we've done our photo shoot. The second season of Book Interrupted starts January 3rd. To find out more, go to www.bookinterrupted.com. Moments you can look forward to on next week's Book Interrupted.
When I'm listening to our episodes, because we have such good conversation and I wanted to keep going.
Probably my favorite quotes. I mean, I can't remember a specific one, so it was when Kirsten Karchmer came on.
Basically everything Leah says, those are my favorite quotes.
Smells like my dad's old man fart or something. It's like, when did this happen?
Food, baby.
Food.
Food.
Okay.
And then it felt like doing the podcast was going to impact us positively, which is nice.
Book Interrupted.
Never forget, every child matters.